A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a striking development, former Labour premiers Daniel Andrews and Bob Carr have received invitations to attend a major military parade in Tiananmen Square, commemorating the 80th anniversary of the end of World War II. This event, which celebrates China's role in the war against fascism, has drawn significant attention due to the controversial guest list that includes notable figures such as Russian President Vladimir Putin and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. The invitation list, released by Chinese state media Xinhua, also features leaders from various countries, including Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian, Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko, and Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto. However, the absence of Australian MPs and leaders from Western democracies, aside from Slovakian Prime Minister Robert Fico, has raised eyebrows in political circles. Bob Carr, the former New South Wales Premier and Federal Foreign Affairs Minister, confirmed his attendance and stated he would personally cover his travel expenses. In a bid to promote Prime Minister Anthony Albanese's policy of stabilizing relations with China, Carr expressed his intention to speak at a Chinese Institute of International Relations event. "Why shouldn't I go and talk to two think tanks and talk up the commitment of the Australian government to the relationship?" And to quote the Prime Minister himself, Carr stated. He emphasized that the majority of Australians do not desire conflict with China, the Asian superpower. Daniel Andrews, who previously made headlines for his secretive trip to China post-COVID-19, is also expected to attend, although his office had not confirmed attendance at the time of publication. Andrews was the first Australian leader to visit China after the pandemic, costing taxpayers over $80,000. He has a history of engaging with China, including controversially signing Victoria up for China's Belt and Road Infrastructure Initiative, a deal that was later terminated by the Morrison government due to concerns regarding foreign interference. Since leaving office, Andrews has worked with various firms, including Fortescue and Vicey, and has established businesses with a former staff member. Notably, this staff member was previously linked to a significant donation to the Victorian Labour Party from a Chinese business group prior to the Belt and Road Agreement. Carr, on the other hand, has been a prominent advocate for improved Australia-China relations, having previously led the Australia-China Relations Institute. He recently returned from another trip to China earlier this year and aims to highlight the successes of Australia-China relations under the current Albanese government, contrasting it with the turbulent years under the Morrison administration. The guest list for the parade also includes former leaders from Japan and New Zealand, such as Yukio Hatoyama, Helen Clark, and John Key. Chinese Assistant Foreign Affairs Minister Hong Lei remarked that the invitations extended to international guests from all 5 continents signify the global recognition of China's contributions to the end of World War II. A press conference held by China's State Council and the Central Military Commission on August 20th revealed that the parade will showcase new military hardware, including tanks, carrier-based aircraft, and fighter jets, indicating China's growing military prowess. As the event approaches, it remains to be seen how the presence of Australian leaders at such a politically charged gathering will be perceived domestically and internationally. The military parade is not just a celebration, but a display of China's military capabilities and its strategic positioning on the world stage, raising important questions about the future of international relations in the region and beyond. With tensions simmering between China and Western nations, the attendance of Andrews and Carr could be interpreted as a significant diplomatic gesture or a controversial stance in the complex web of global politics. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.